Well, Frieda's has been in business since 1962, and we are the company that changes the way America eats. We're best known for introducing the kiwi fruit to America back in 1962, and since then we've introduced more than 200 new fruits and vegetables to American consumers. We primarily supply supermarkets. We also work with chefs and food service distributors all over North America. One of the great joys of our business is I get to work alongside my mom and my sister, and now my oldest daughter has joined the business. So celebrating 50 years has just been an amazing experience. So many of our business friends who are almost like family have sent us so many notes of congratulations this year. And our company color is purple, which you can see from some of the photos here on the wall. And we've noticed that purple is everywhere, so actually we declared 2013 as the year of purple. I'm a member of a CEO executive group called Vistage, which has, over 15,000 CEO members around the world, and we meet once a month in our own geography. I meet here in Southern California, and about 8 times a year during these monthly meetings, we have an outside speaker. So probably it was back in maybe 2000, Jack Daly was one of the speakers that came to my Vistage group. And he talked about the basics of selling. And I'm a born salesperson. I just love it. And I was really intrigued with his style. I loved the messaging he had. And so as we sat at lunch during that meeting, I turned to him and said, "Do you ever do outside consulting in addition to your Vistage speaking?" And of course, the rest is history. One of the things I really like and respect about Jack Daly is he talks about systems and processes. And with most salespeople, they want to do everything their way. And I remember in Jack's first talk, he was running a company and he had over 2,000 salespeople. And there were 2,000 different ways to do selling at that company. And when Jack took over and he installed systems and processes and created the one way to do selling at that company's performance increased immensely. And I face those same challenges at my company, where everyone wants to do it their own way, which means we have tons of different processes around the company. So it was very intriguing for me to bring in an outsider who is successful in his own right, running a business and doing selling, to come in and share those best practices with my sales team. Well, Jack Daly's actually been to Frieda's 3 times doing training since 2000. And each time we have a different group. One time we had everyone who deals with outside customers or has any outside contact. So we had people from the trucking department, the people in customer service, of course our sales team, our buyers. And they were, first of all, complimented that they got the training, that the company was investing in them. And then they learned a lot. Jack gives us all kinds of great handouts. He does some role playing. He gives some real life examples. And I think what resonated the most with all of our teams is that he interacted and asked a lot of questions. Having seen Jack do this training 3 different times, and each time was different, I asked him about it. And he said, "Karen, I'm selling when I'm up there, and you have to know your audience. So the reason I'm doing things 3 different ways is because there's 3 different audiences." Well, I would say since the time we first started working with Jack to the current time, our sales have probably close to doubled. And we've had a higher level of retention of our sales team. And of course, they're considered the consummate professionals in our industry. But we've definitely seen an increase in performance of the people who've gone through the training. And they have those systems and processes to refer to. One of the fun memories we have of Jack is when he talks about how important it is that you change your voicemail every single day. And when we used to have a receptionist, because of the Jack Daly training, we asked her to answer the phone. "It's a great day at Frieda's. This is Karen. How can I help you?" And that, of course, smells of Jack Daly. He is great about instilling enthusiasm and supporting your company culture. And Jack and I have actually gotten to know each other even better, and I know that he really lives and breathes everything he talks about. Actually, I ran into him in the airport in San Antonio, Texas, just a few months ago, and we were kind of, comparing notes on what a great spirit he has. Because I've known Jack for so long, I know a lot about his personal goals and some of the things that are really, really important to him. And I know running a triathlon, I believe in every state and in many countries, is something that he strives for and is well on his way to accomplishing. You know, he comes across as someone who walks the talk. He's not just up there talking to you. He's been a salesperson himself. He's been a CEO himself. And he talks about how you have to present yourself when you're presenting to a client, so the image you have. So when Jack gets up there, he's very enthusiastic, and he is very fit, and he uses examples from that lifestyle that he has. It really creates a lot of credibility with the people in the audience. I think what makes Jack Daly be so effective as a sales trainer is he has amazing credibility. He can give real life examples of how he has used his own systems and processes and techniques and how they've worked. He then can give you as many testimonials as you want in whatever industry you're in about how those same systems and processes have worked for other people. And I don't think Jack would be the #1 most requested speaker in New Zealand and Australia if he weren't so fantastic. Every CEO looks at their bottom line and they say, how can I improve my bottom line? And the biggest challenge, of course, is investing in something that you may not be able to measure the exact ROI. And I would put training in that category. We all know that we should give training to our employees, to our teams. But we also expect them to come in with some experience and with their own technique. But when it comes to salespeople, I think it's very important to keep them motivated and to make sure that they have the skills that will guarantee their success. So if I were a CEO, I would consider using Jack Daly because he is absolutely a sure thing. You can call me and I'll tell you all about it.